Good morning and welcome to another edition of Morning Cup of Joe. Today, I wanted to focus on your database health score comparisons, how you're doing compared to other agents in the market center, other agents in the region, and other agents in general. So I'm here in Command and I am on the home page. See the home page is here. And what I'm going to do is scroll down. Scroll down. We're going to work on goals possibly next week, but today I wanted to focus on your database health comparison and why I think that's important for us. So one of the things we are supposed to do as agents is to communicate our value to our clients, our customers. And one of the ways to do that is just to show genuinely that you care about them, that you are top of mind for them, because they're not always thinking about you as a real estate agent until they need a real estate agent, right? Your doctor doesn't care about, not that he doesn't care. Your doctor doesn't think about you, right? Until you show up in his appointment book. And you don't think about your doctor until there's something that comes up. So, same with our industry as realtors. We have to communicate with them, reach out to them on a regular basis, predominantly just to let them know that we are still around, we are still in business, and we are ready for them, either them or their clients. Okay. So, getting back to the database health score, um, how do you communicate with your clients, right? There's a couple ways to do that. You can call them, you could text them, you can send them an email, you can mail them something, um, you could message them in social media, you could like their posts in social media. So, one of the things I wanted to focus on today was some of those key ways to reach out to them. And the assumption is if you are going to call them or text them, you need a phone number. And if you don't have a phone number, you cannot do that, right? And that's why phone number is 20% of your database health score. Email, if you don't have that, how are you going to send them anything, right? How are you going to send them your monthly neighborhood nurture or a newsletter or some announcement that you wanted to reach out to them with? So, what I'm showing you here is the four key things that are being measured on the initial dashboard. Now, what's interesting enough is if you click on any of these, it's going to expand that. So let me show you what that is. But before I do that, what this is showing is my overall database health score, which is 72.7% compared to other agents. So the average in our market center is 56%. Okay. So 66% of you have phone numbers for your contacts, all your contacts, where I'm at 85%. For email, 91%. Now, if you have one person in your contact and you had a phone number and an email for them, you're going to have a 100% score for phone number, email, and if you had an address, right? You can get 100%. But as the pool grows, you are going to see this number get smaller. So as you are working on your holiday cards, how are you going to send them a holiday card without an address, right? So let me click on one of these four, and it doesn't matter which one I do. What it's going to do is open up another dashboard. And this is my database overview. All right, so this is showing that I have a total of 930 records in my contacts. 866 of them are people in my contacts. These are people that most likely I know, have reached out to, am nurturing. And leads are people that could have come from like a Facebook ad or some sort of lead generation, whether it's a listing landing page, an open house type thing, landing page where they came in. So one of my goals is to convert the leads into a client that is going to work with me. All right, so that's the difference between there. If we scroll down, you can see my database health score here is 72.7%, which is pretty good. It's in the green section. As you get lower, red, yellow to green. And you can see my focus has been on making sure I have people's phone numbers, emails, addresses, neighborhoods. And then you see these two other ones that weren't on the initial page: home anniversary and birthdays. All right, so the more information you have about the contact, the more ways and more reasons you have to contact them. If it was your birthday, wouldn't you love to get some sort of messages, calls, phone, social media posts for your birthday, right? We all love to be acknowledged and accepted and recognized for things, right? Birthdays would be one of them. Home anniversary is sending them a message to say, hey, you've lived in your house now for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You've been in your apartment for a year, 2 years, 3 years, right? So if you're able to capture that information, so you can see this is, do I want to focus on growing my neighborhoods? And what neighborhoods are assigning a neighborhood to my clients, right? So if someone lives, if I have their address, 123 Main Street, I know that that is in the Lincoln Park neighborhood, and so I can assign that neighborhood to them. So just having the address by itself can indicate and show you what neighborhood they're in, and then you can add a monthly neighborhood nurture plan, smart plan touch, so that they get these messages about what's going on in their neighborhood. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you today, is focusing on the health of your database and what to look for, and spend a little bit of time, 30 minutes, and focus on one of these sections. How do you get more phone numbers? How do you get more email addresses? How do you find their addresses? Right? If you have their address, you should be able to find a neighborhood for them. Once you have a neighborhood, you can add a monthly neighborhood nurture to them. So that's what I wanted to focus on today, and I'm going to go back to the home page to show you where I got to that. Here's the home page. I'm going to scroll down, and your screen might look a little bit different because you can actually customize your home page as to what you want to see first. So you want to scroll down to your database health comparison. Okay, this is my score in relationship to other agents in the market center. And if you're curious, I don't know why you would be curious. You can see agents in your state. How am I doing compared to agents in my state? All agents. And you can see my score stays the same, but you can see the all agents went from to 52.6%, agents in my state, 54, market center, 56. So our market center is doing higher than the state and all agents. Agents in my production bracket are above mine. That's a curious one. It went to 54.9. So let's say I was doing 10 million in production. This would be a search of people that are 10 million and above. So it looks like I'm doing pretty well. Again, if you click the initial page, shows you 4 categories. If you click on any one of them, it'll show you 2 more categories for you to look at. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you on today. Since you might have a little bit of downtime for the holidays, start focusing on one of these every half hour until you increase, and find out what's your goal. Do you want to get to 80% on each of these? Right? I could focus on neighborhoods. Let's see if I get 68% with addresses, why can't I get at least 50% to have neighborhoods? Everyone has a birthday. Not everyone tells us their birthday, but everyone has a birthday, so we could increase that as well. Anyway, that's my focus for today, and tune in tomorrow for another Morning Cup of Joe.